Ah, man. Nipsey Hussle brother finally speaking out. I've been waiting for him to talk with all the situation going on. I really wanted to know what he was going to say. But Nipsey Hussle brother reveals his final warning about Big U. What y'all think gonna be on this video? What y'all think gonna come up? Or what y'all want to know that ain't come up? Before we get into it, let me know where you from. Stop being scary. Let's get right into this right here, man. See what we got going on with Black Sam. Rest in peace, Nipsey. Drop that in the comments, man, from the rep. Let's get it.
Nipsey Hussle's brother is finally breaking his silence on the warning he gave Nip before his death, and it all leads back to Big U. The streets have been speculating for years, but now the feds have the receipts to back it up.
He was supposed to he was supposed to do a job, or somebody sent him or whatever, and he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately, but he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene. He wanted to make sure he wasn't getting into a shootout.
What you just heard is Black Sam telling.
I never heard Black Sam say this. You know what this mean though, right? You know what this mean though, right? It gets deep. It's getting deeper. Let's get there.
He's convinced that Eric Holder didn't take his brother out randomly. In fact, he was sent by someone to take Nip out, and we now have a strong reason to believe that person is Big U. Because, as you know, we just saw Big U getting indicted the other day, and that is no coincidence. Truth be told, rumors were always flying around about Big U's connection to Nipsey's. Luce Cannon told us about it on multiple occasions.
Multiple times.
You keep posting pictures. Like, bro, nobody is believing that. That's after Nipsey death. Like,
see, he's a key part in this whole situation because Luce Cannon, if he didn't talk as much as he did, we would have never known. And unlike Biggie and Pac, I wasn't trying to, I'm tired of thinking about these conspiracies. Let me know now, bro.
The world, like, you made the phone call. I'm not saying you had anything to do with it, right? Because I doubt it. But you knew what was going to happen.
See?
And you gave the okay for it to happen. You didn't stop it.
And then he also confirmed it when Wack 100 tried to clarify the story on
Officer Wack.
You pretty much saying he called you, told you Nip got out. You called Nip in a panic. He answered the phone. When you hear his voice, you like, well, Nip ain't dead. But you don't warn him what he said. 30 minutes later, you get a call after the fact. Nip dead.
Yeah. But Black Sam wasn't the only person aware of something sketchy going on with Nip's death. SKG said in a TMZ interview that Big U had a hand in Nipsey's death.
Yo, we got a video we gonna watch too. If y'all want me to bring that up, man, right, part 2. And I'm gonna bring that video up too.
All the allegations are true, yeah.
I mean, why do you say so?
Because I was a victim, and the things that he has done to me, he's a monster, and everything that he's getting right now, he definitely deserves it.
SKG even went as far as calling Big U out on her IG page. She also posted a photo of her and Nip with a caption that wrote, "The truth is about to come out about what happened to you, Nip. No matter what we went through, I always wanted to see you win."
See, you gotta realize the dark always comes to light, y'all. It always do. I don't give a damn who you is. The dark is gonna come to light, and when it come to light, it's gonna shine. I just hope y'all eyes don't get blinded by the truth. That's why I'm keeping my eyes open, and I'm not missing anything, and that's why I'm covering everything, and that's why I need y'all to subscribe, because I'm not missing a piece. I want in. I want to know what's going on. You feel me?
You deserve to be here. That monster was always jealous of you. The jealousy was real, but your legacy surpassed their hate.
Wow.
On top of that, a federal complaint exposed just how bad things got between Nipsey and Big U. You see, they fell out over a dispute about equipment, and Nipsey even dropped a diss track called "You Don't Got a Clue" aimed at him. Things escalated when Big U tried to get
Did y'all hear the song "You Got the Clue"? Listen, bro. Nipsey, if you know anything about Nipsey, a rapper rap off of emotions. But the emotions that he gave in that one, he was talking directly to this man. He might have not said his name, but yo, that song right now probably getting a lot of views because people are starting to put the pieces together, but he said it on that song.
Nipsey disciplined over the song, but Nipsey's brother wasn't having it. Reports say the situation turned violent, shots were fired, and LAPD had to step in. Now, to be clear, Eric Holder was convicted for Nipsey's death, and nothing in the complaint directly pins it on Big U. But here's where it gets crazy. Big U is currently facing federal charges for running what prosecutors call a mafia-like operation. The list of accusations includes extortion, human trafficking, and fraud. While the feds aren't linking those charges to Nipsey's death, the allegations against Big U are stacking up, and his history with Nip, combined with these new claims, has people wondering if there's more to the story. Now, there's a handful of people who paint a dark picture of Big U. First one in line is SKG, who we already mentioned. You see, SKG's been vocal about the ways Big U victimized her. First, she claims Big U assaulted her while she was pregnant, right at Nipsey Hussle's shop. According to her, Nipsey and his late associate Fats actually set her up for the attack after Big U felt disrespected during a meeting with LA radio station KDAY. Beyond that, SKG says Big U has been using fear tactics to extort local businesses in Crenshaw for years.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Every business, there's gonna be fear. I mean, that's a thing. Write fear in the comments if you got to this part of the video. Hey, yo, subscribe.
Calling him a major menace to the community. The emotional toll of dealing with him has been huge, and she's been open about how his actions have affected her mental health. Now that Big U is facing federal charges, including extortion and conspiracy, SKG is breathing a little easier. She even reached out to the family of Rayshawn Williams, who is believed to be taken out by Big U himself in 2021, showing her support for other victims. But SKG isn't stopping there. She's warning people to stay alert about possible ties between Big U and other crimes, including Nipsey's. While Big U continues to deny many of these claims, her testimony is adding fuel to the fire, exposing the lasting damage she says he's caused. Speaking of Fats, it's also believed that Big U had something to do with his passing too. As you probably know, Fats was a close friend of Nipsey and a key figure in the All Money and Records crew. He lost his life in 2017, just a short distance from where Nipsey would later be killed. Fats was working security at a marijuana dispensary in Hyde Park when a light-colored sedan rolled by, and someone inside fired shots. The whole thing went down on September 29th, right on West Boulevard. Now,
that's the day after my birthday.
When it comes to Big U, there's no solid evidence tying him to Fats' murder. What's got people talking is the fact that Big U is now facing federal charges for running a criminal enterprise. Charges that include and extortion. That led to renewed attention on old cases, including Fats' death. But as of now, we only got rumors linking Big U to the shooting. The LAPD is still investigating, and they've been looking for more info on the case for a while. And of course, we have to tell the background story of Nip and
real quick. You know what's gonna get crazy is all them rappers that was on that check-in show, man. Y'all ready? I hope y'all ready to check into the FBI. You got to this part, you better write check-in, because they're gonna have to check in too.
Because that's where the real motive is, and it really makes you wonder if Big U could have been behind the hit. There's been a lot of talk about Fats' death and Big U's involvement. Big U has always denied any connection, saying he was out of town when it happened. But in the streets, people have a different story. The tension between Big U and Nipsey started after Nipsey cut ties with him. Big U wasn't happy about it and tried to block Nip's success.
That's crazy.
One major incident was when Big U pulled up to the studio and took back all the equipment he had set up for Nipsey's team. After that, Nipsey stayed focused and was even shooting a music video with YG when he got word of a possible setup. Instead of walking into it, Nip and his team switched locations. Big U and his people showed up later, causing trouble and trying to shut down the shoot. At one point, Nipsey confronted Big U directly, asking why he was working against him. Big U was upset about Nipsey associating with YG and accused him of making a diss track. Things escalated, and Big U threw a water bottle at Nip, which led to them stepping outside to fight. People assumed Big U would win, but Nipsey held his own, and Big U even had to call for backup. After that, Big U allegedly kept pressuring Nipsey's businesses, leading to another incident at the Marathon store. Big U and his crew pulled up, trying to intimidate Nipsey into taking his discipline, but Black Sam stepped in and refused to let anything happen. Things got heated, and a brawl broke out. Shots were fired in the air, police arrived, and while Big U walked free, Black Sam ended up in jail. Fats, who was close to Nipsey,
so now the story's getting deep. Black Sam caught a gun charge a couple of months before Nip died. And when he caught that gun charge, I mentioned that. I'm like, yo, I know he feels crazy because his brother's the reason why he, was funding that lawyer to make sure he was good. I emoji in the comments. Pay attention.
also running his own businesses. There were rumors that Big U was trying to extort him, but Fats wasn't going for it. At some point, Fats was lured out by someone offering him a deal on some product. Thinking it was just business, he went outside in flip-flops and a marathon shirt. He was told to walk to a specific corner, and that was the last time he was seen alive. He was ambushed, and witnesses say they saw someone driving off after the hit. Fats' death hit the community hard, just like Nipsey's did later. But now Big U is arrested and we might get more answers.
This is my last video before I turn myself in.
Big U is facing some serious federal charges. Authorities have hit him with accusations of conspiracy under the RICO Act, capital M, extortion, trafficking, and fraud. As you just saw, he turned himself in the other day after initially being on the run. The next day, he appeared in federal court, where the judge decided to keep him in custody at least until his next hearing. Prosecutors believe Big U has been running a mafia-style criminal operation called Big U Enterprise since 2010, using his connections with the Rollins 60s to carry out illegal activities. The biggest accusations they got on his so far is his involvement in the 2021 death of Rayshawn Williams, fraudulently obtaining COVID-19 relief funds, and stealing donations from his nonprofit, Developing Options, which had high-profile donors like NBA players. But all of this is also a part of a larger crackdown called Operation Drawdown, which has already led to the arrests of several other gang members and associates. If convicted, Big U could be looking at life in federal prison. He's already taken to social media, denying everything and calling the charges an attempt to destroy his reputation. But these charges might not even be the only ones. If what SKG, Black Sam, Luce, and many others are saying is true, Big U could be in even bigger trouble than he thinks. Do you think Big U was behind Nipsey's death? Let us know about it down.
I'm starting to feel like he is. It's just all the pieces. Sometimes guys, like, you could act like stuff don't exist and it's not happening. It's happening right before our face. It's happening right before our eyes. I'm a firm believer of that. Would I believe that when it happened? No. I really just thought that he got into it with somebody else, and I think I've said that story so many times. I've argued with people about that story, and now that I realize it might not even be true, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, man, I want to know y'all views in the comments, man. I don't even know what channel I'm going to drop this on, but whatever channel it's on, make sure you subscribe. I got all 4 channels above my head, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.